Hello, people. What's going on? Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Time is approaching towards 3:30 a.m. here, and I'm doing a couple of videos after a couple of days break. I was away. I was not here, and I was just taking some time off. Nowadays, I don't feel like working. I don't do work, so I do give myself a little bit of breaks here and there. So hopefully, you'll enjoy the other review that I did, and I will do this list for you people who enjoy a few fragrances in a list or a video which is helpful to you. And this list is about winter. Winter is still on. Surprisingly, now it's almost end of January. Sorry, I'm pulling the fragrances towards me because I kept them away. I didn't think this through. So what I did expect. It was a very weird year last year, and it passed by quite quickly. Even January is finishing. Like we have a saying in our religion that, and I'm just going to go a little bit slow today. Um, like when the end is near, you understand what I mean. uh, Times will lapse very fast, and then people will start acting like like weird, and then you'll see a lot of this unsettling, sort of you're not going to be happy. You always feel a little bit lost, and all these things, something's wrong with everything. So I feel that like that. And the winter was very weird 2024. Until December there was no cold weather, and when January started, I started seeing some really cold weathers. I had to take out my jacket, and then suddenly some days were a bit warmer, and now it's at night around 14 degrees Celsius, which means that we get some chill but not really much wind. So it was weird. Winter is still going on. So since November until now, these are the 10 fragrance I wore. I think more top of my head, I did not count like, oh, 6 times I wore it, 8 times I wore that. No, but I remember reaching for them like every now and then, and these are the fragrances maybe I use more than 2 3 times, and that's a lot. Picking up fragrances, if you have a huge collection, not huge, I'm not going to say people have huge collection. I have quite a few fragrances in my collection, so sometimes you are like spoiled for choices, right? And then if you cannot make up your mind, you reach for something that, okay, it's a tested buddy. So there are some fragrances I always wear, but I didn't perhaps wear that much this year. So these are all going to be the ones that I reach for the most. These are the current mood. Let's go. First fragrance I'm going to show you, I wore, it's surprising to me. It's 1 million. This is the old buddy of mine. This is old fragrance, and this fragrance is so nice. It's just every winter it's a classic. I mean, I love the sweetness of it, the synthetic bubblegummy sweetness, blood orange, whatever people say. I just love the DNA of it, and I always buy a 200 ml. It just smells so nostalgic. When I smell this, it takes me back when I got the first bottle of 1 million, saving a lot of money. And this fragrance is always precious to me, okay? And I like how it projects in winter. It does last. It has like that old days feel, like Lamal or Lemal people say, and these Eros, they all are from that classic time. So 1 million by Paco Rabanne is the first one. Second one, I'm going to show you. I am a bit surprised that I wore it once in a while, but I didn't put scent of the day. But I bought this fragrance somewhere last year when it came near to end of December or something, or November, I think. I got this fragrance and I bought with full retail. It was not discounted. So I think this is called Herrera Bad Boy Cobalt Elixir. Very difficult for me to remember these names because they are getting confusing. Okay, this is not like Invictus, 1 million, Eros. There was a nice time we could remember Dylan Blue. Each had one name, but nowadays, imagine each fragrance has flanker, and then flanker has flanker of flankers. So very difficult. So this is very much like one of my favorite perfumes, like Invictus Elixir, which I wore a lot. Frankly speaking, I wore both of them. I sometimes layered them, even they have a similar theme. And this fragrance has a lot of elements of Invictus Elixir, but Invictus is stronger than this. But this one has the mix of Bad Boy, Le Parfum little bit, and then the Cobalt of Invictus. So it's a mix of couple of fragrances, really nice, and it has this warm vanilla sweetness. It is not like very mature fragrance. This is more of a youthful perfume, and I did wear quite a bit of it actually, to be honest. So this is a nice little release, and for colder months, it does have decent performance, like 8 out of 10. So I think Bad Boy Cobalt Elixir, I think that's the name. If I am wrong, I will fix it in the description section, but it's a nice little perfume. So number 3, or number 8 rather, in reverse order. Number 8, yeah, proper order. This fragrance I never usually post. When I wear this, I'm like, everybody knows this, no need to put scent of the day. This is good old Club de Nuit Intense Man. This is the ADP, and I do have a backup of this massive 200 ml bottles. You can go trigger happy. So the best things being a collector, reviewer, or whatever you do in this line, sometimes if you have enough bottles, you can wear it like, a lot without worrying about, bottles going to go finish and stuff. So this is plenty available, and this is the best version of CDNIM in terms of value, longevity. I mean, overall, if you take an average, this is the best value. I do think Parfum gets better, and the Precio smell is good, but the price point is too high. So even the limited edition smells good, but too expensive, 75, 65, crazy. This thing you can get within $60 in Bangladesh, 200 ml, and 2, 3 sprays, man. This is a beast. Some people who do not get beast mode, I'm sorry, you're just out of luck. But in winter, summer, this is a trusted buddy. CDNIM, Club New Intense, man, good old buddy for me. It is, sometimes I know the smell. It can get boring, but after a few days, if you wear it, it smells nice. So next one, I'm going to go. It's number 7 is this bad boy. This is true bad boy. I just love CH Men Prive, and I do wear CH Men as well. I wore it yesterday, I think during afternoon or something when I woke up. Both these fragrance, I just love them. They're very close to my heart, and this is basically like both of them are vintage, very hard to find. CH Men Prive is very hard to find now. So this fragrance, I just bought this, I think December probably, because it's getting hard to find. And after maybe this year, this is gonna go over $200, $300 because it will be impossible to find. I do not know why Kevin Herrera did not make more flankers of CH Man Prive or CH Man. They did make some CH Man flankers, but apart from Insignia, many of them they were just like, CH-Man Prive definitely deserve an EDP, Pafa, something sexy, or Elixir. Imagine they made it a stronger version of CH-Man. It is a strong whiskey, and then the fruitiness, what is the fruit? Uh, I always forget. Man, there's a plum maybe or something like that, and there's a leather. So the leather is a little bit macho, masculine, but the opening whiskey is very sweet and very addictive. If it had like imagine a parfum version or something, this would be a top seller. So CH-Man Prive, definitely I wore it with hoodies, jackets, and stuff like that. So next one I'm going to show you is surprising from Kenzo line, Kenzo Santal Marin or Santal Marin. This fragrance, I did not have much hope, or honestly speaking, I thought I was going to wear this, to be honest, the EDP, or in winter, the best one I always think is the EDP Intense, which is the beast mode, the longest lasting. And Kenzo, I think there's another one out, but this one actually grew on me. Where I wear it, I need to spray 7, 8 times to make it last about 6 hours, okay? Or projection for if you want, say 2.5 hours, you need those 7, 8 sprays. But what a beautiful composition. This has a smoke. This has the sandalwood. It has this nice sort of like imagine nighttime, like the theme would be somewhere blue skies, you see the moon is out, but it's dark, so breeze at nighttime from the sea, oceanic, little bit marine. You can see the ships sailing away, the lights from distant, maybe the jetty or something. This one reminds me of that very beautiful fragrance. And if you have already the whole line, you don't need this. This one, it is familiar, but I do like the smokiness of it, which is a little bit different than the other ones. Really nice perfume, amazing release. This is a hidden gem, Kenzo Homme Santal Marin. I wore that a lot. So now top 5. These whole list, I did not put it according to brand or price. I put them according to how much I remember wearing them. Okay. So next one, this was worn by me a lot in November, December. This is Givenchy Gentleman Reserve Prive. This fragrance is, I think, discontinued or something. Some people call this pure malt meets Dior Intense. And I can tell you can smell all those irisy goodness. You can smell the booze. You can smell like a powdery, very sexy fragrance, very sexy and sweet. And this is one of those modern masterpieces, I would say. So if you do enjoy pure malt, CH Men Prive, pure Havan, this sort of Dior Intense, get this, okay? It's much more cheaper to get this rather than Dior Intense. I think this one is worthy of having 200 ml, okay? So Reserve Prive, nothing much here. It's a very popular fragrance. Does last a long time too. So next one, it is my most favorite, one of the most favorite fragrances from last year. I think I enjoyed this through and through. A bit more expensive than their usual line. So this one I think is French Avenue, and this is called Royal Blend Nero. I bought more fragrances, Middle Eastern perfumes from this house, from the other houses. But for some reason, I stick to this. Like I got drawn to this bag over and over again. Something about this. This one has the perhaps that angel share DNA mixes with some of the other ones. Dark, sweet, opulent. I just love this kind of fragrance. If you smell this, you'll know what I like to smell. This is my type, okay? So I just enjoy this a lot, and I think packaging is very premium. Smell lasts a long time, projects a lot. It is a little bit headache inducing if you put too much, but I do spray 15 times because I just love smelling this for at least 7 8 hours. Okay, so Royal Blend, Nero. You can get the Royal Blend, which is also maybe a good uh, alternative to Angel Share. So next one I wore even more than French Avenue, that Royal Blend Nero, is this one, Liquid Brown. Liquid Brown, Liquid Brown, people say different ways. I think this fragrance is awesome. I do have some of the other ones right there. Tomorrow I'm getting one more. But this one, I sometimes layered with other perfumes. If I, let's say, wear Lalix Ombre Noir, I'm like, oh, okay, what else can I put? Let me put some more heavy coating. This is a great fragrance. I have to get the Azul Royal, which is, I think, Oud. What's that fragrance? I never tried the original as well. Maracuja or something. There's a fragrance dupe. I want to get that as well if I can save up. But this perfume, you have to get it like a ginger, spices, vanilla. This is like Altair by PDM's dupe. Man, it smells amazing. I don't care if it is not as natural or as good quality as PDM. This on its own run is beautiful. So French Avenue, they are doing great job. Liquid Brun is really, really good. I wore it a lot. So the top two are the two fragrance I wore without any doubt the most number of times, and I did spray a lot. When I want to wear a perfume, I want to show off a little bit to other people. I want to get noticed, or I want to destroy everybody's just other perfumes. It's just like for fun. But I used to wear Interlude Man once in a while back in the days. 27 sprays, crazy. But this is the, I think, according to me, the best release last year. This is, oh no, I got the wrong bottle, sorry. Yeah, you know what happened? Both these bottles look alike, so I picked up by mistake Boss Bottle Tramp Elixir, which is also great. I think the Elixir was great, but I actually wanted to show you Boss Bottle, this one, Absolu. Okay, so Boss Bottle Absolu for me, last year you saw me how much I raved about it. It's very similar to some of the other Parfum de Marly's, but this fragrance, man, oh, so good. This one definitely remind you of Carlisle, PDMs, some of the other ones, but maybe Red Tobacco in a way. But man, what a beautiful little creation. This one has peace mode longevity. So if you, let's say, buying, man, how much I have left? I have about 40 ml left after decanting and all using. This fragrance, I usually go 10, 12 sprays, and this fragrance gets noticed, just like this one, both of them are kind of similarly sexy. You can see the bottle design coloration as well. Perfect. These scream winter. Okay, this one you must buy, even if it's $100, which I paid for it. You should get absolute amazing, one of the best Boss bottle flankers ever made. So the last one, any guesses what is the one that I wore the most? Some of you are thinking maybe the new Hawas Fire that he was wearing, or maybe he was wearing some of the other ones that he bought. Close, but this was my most worn fragrance since I got it last year and this year, January until now. Hawas Black. This perhaps is the best flanker till date from this line. Some reasons. This is a take on Nishane's Hachivat, the vintage batch. This is according to me. I said that, and I feel it, truly feel it. Performance is just, in Hindi people say Zabardast yaar, it's like amazing, yeah, it's just so good, you just make that harsh voice and you say it's just like such a good trusted buddy. Some people have 3 4 backup bottles of the vintage, which is doesn't have Rasasi written on it. Okay, so this one is just sweet. It's very simple scent. This one, scent profile wise, I think it's kind of boring. Okay, like Dior Sauvage, if you wear a lot, oh okay, the same old. Like if you wear Aventus a lot, this fragrance can get very boring. But when you think of how much you can detect it 4 or 5 hours later, it's still projecting. You need this kind of trusted buddies in winter. I'm pretty sure I'm going to wear this in summer as well. Such a sexy fragrance, man. I'm telling you, like Hawas Black, for me, scent profile wise, yes. And overall, until now, Hawas Black is my number one. Ekdom number one, So I wore this a lot. So shameless. But I think this is a dumb rich sort of fragrance, very easy to love. But if you're already into niche game and everything, perhaps this is going to be very childish for you. But nonetheless, my most rich one was Hawas Black. So thank you so much for watching, and I think I will sign out and upload these videos. Hopefully you enjoy the video. What are your some of your most worn winter perfumes? Maybe some of them like Middle Eastern perfumes you can suggest, because I'm buying those a lot to create contents. I'm reducing my designer niche nowadays because they are too expensive. Have a nice day, and stay chill as long as the winter stays. See you soon. Bye bye.